Hey everybody, Jeffrey Gignac here, and welcome to the October 2017 release, which is also the fifth installment of the 10-Minute Turnaround version 4. And this is the last installment of the 10-Minute Turnaround version 4. So we've got a total of 5 releases now under the 10-Minute Turnaround version 4 umbrella, right? So we've got Trigger Eraser, Prosperity Accelerator, Belief Changer, Calming the Storm, and also now Strength, Endurance, and Change. So you might hear me refer to this as, in other words, such as the bounce back formula. So for me, in my experience, and all the times that I've bounced back from stuff, and I've helped clients do it, the formula that really works to help people bounce back is to really to encourage that sort of inner strength, right? That mental fortitude, that endurance, that perseverance. So those are two important things. Strength, to be mentally strong, to be physically strong, to be emotionally strong, but then also to have that endurance, right? To really move forward, to have that perseverance and change. One of the best, most important elements in bouncing back from a negative situation is to embrace change, right? I mean, our peaks and valleys in our lives are caused by what was going on in the past and what we did in the past and what we focused on in the past, the good, the bad, the good peaks and the not so great valleys. That's all about stuff that we did and that we focused on and where we put our attention, right? So when we want to bounce back from whatever it is, we really have to embrace some change if we want to do it, and especially if we want to prevent from going back to that valley, right? Bouncing back, getting out of that valley, we want to make sure we don't fall in that hole again, right? So strength, endurance, and change. That's the bounce back formula. And the 10-Minute Turnaround version 4 videos are designed especially to help you do that. Part 1 is designed to really get that uplifting state, that great mood that helps you get connected to your strength and your endurance. Part 2 is really about grounding, getting into that neutral state. It's about emphasizing, help your mindset so you can embrace change. The frequencies there really are centered around delta and theta, right? Which is a really great, and there's some sub-delta in there as well. And those frequencies really help you get into that problem-solving mode. That really help bring in that creativity. You'll notice the affirmations and the words that are on screen that are in part 2 talk about flowing with abundance, flowing with prosperity. And those are creative processes. Those are creative energies. Those are expanding energies. So it's much more than just about money. All right? And Prosperity Accelerator, we emphasize this a little bit, but I want to bring some of that energy in here in part 2 of strength, endurance, and change, because those are the energies of change. Those are the energies of progress and moving forward. So we bring that into part 2. Part 1 is just about that fortitude, bringing in that strength and that endurance, right? So together, these are a really great combination. Using them, the protocol is very simple. I've got the instructions. You can read them below. It's a very simple protocol. Essentially, what you want to do is just think about the change you want to bring about in your life, and focus on it for a minute or so, and then watch the video and focus in on it while you're watching that video. Now, then you want to take a couple minutes break, or up to a 24-hour break. It's really up to you. You choose. Take a 5-minute up to a 24-hour break, and then focus on that change that you want to bring about in your life, and watch video 2, and then think about it, focus on it as you watch video 2, and do this, right? Use it a couple times a week this way until the change that you want comes about, until it starts rolling, until you get satisfied with it, right? And as you're focusing on the change that you want to bring about in your life, as you're focusing, if you're using this to bounce back from something, really be open to receiving information, whether it be your subconscious mind or the universe or your intuition. be open to receiving some information and be aware, because as you're bouncing back, as you're creating change, as you're expanding change in your life, I mean, really think about, how you can prevent from ever getting to where you were, what you're bouncing back from. Think about the things that you need to bring in your life that will assist you in creating the change, and be open to taking that action. So, look for information, look for those opportunities, look for things to come in your life to assist you to bring about that change, to assist you in bouncing back from whatever it is that you're using this for. So it's a very, very simple protocol. Right? It will really help if you write it down. So let's say if you're bouncing back from something and you want to move towards a particular change, it is really going to help you to write it down, right? And then put it on a card, put it on a cue card. And then when you launch your Strength, Endurance, and Change Part 1, read it aloud 3 times, and then watch the video and have it just flow, that whole idea, that focus, that energy, have it just flow with you as you watch the video. Take your break, 5 minutes to 24 hours, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you, experiment. And then read it aloud 3 times again, and again, you focus on that change. And continue to use it in combination with other releases, other programs, other 10-minute turnaround version 4 releases. Use it 2-3 times a week, if you want, 7 times a week if you want. Right? And keep using it until you get that information, until you get those opportunities, till you experience that shift coming and you know that you're heading in the right direction. All right? It's very simple. Again, any questions, please reach out to the support desk. I want to help you. I want to make sure that you really get the most of this. This is a really, really beautiful release. They're shorter releases, about 5.5 minutes. You're going to notice something really different too. In the beginning, there is a Tibetan bell, right? I love my 400-year-old Tibetan bells. There's a beautiful Tibetan bell that starts right away. The part where I say, it says passive brain fitness. This is what it is what it's going to do for you. And, it gives those warnings. Don't watch it if you have risk factors for epilepsy. Well, you're going to hear that bell right away as that message is going through. And this is something new that I'm doing, and I'm experimenting with, and I'm testing. This may be something that will be consistent moving forward, and I'd like to get your feedback on it. So please do send me an email to support@jeffreygignac.com, or open up a support ticket and let me know. But the purpose of this is there's very strong binaural beats, natural binaural beats that come off the Tibetan singing bowls. And there's a really beautiful sound healing. Those frequencies, specifically the ones I use, are really great for just sort of a quick energetic clear. It just sort of, it just resonates with the body and sort of sets the tone for you to receive the technology and all the energy and all the programming and all the work, balancing work, that will come from using these videos. So it's kind of like a quick clean, a quick tune-up, a quick opening of your receiving channels, if you will, so you can be more receptive to the technology and everything else that comes with these videos. All right? So please let me know what you think about that. I think it's really beautiful, and I hope that you love it. All right? Oh yeah, one last thing. You'll notice at the bottom there's a bonus. There's meditation versions. Now the meditation versions, basically what I've done here is I've stripped out a lot of the visual flashing. I've kept some of the frequency stuff in there. It's very subtle. It's very, you might not even be able to notice it consciously, but there is some light frequency things going on. And definitely the sound is definitely full of all the frequencies and the energy. The reason these are kind of meditation versions is that it's a little bit easier to focus on the scenery that I use in both of these videos. And so a meditation protocol that I've been using and I've been experimenting with, and that's you're going to hear a lot about this moving forward, that I really love and that is really working. And it's if you can be consistent with it, I'm confident you will really bring about some amazing benefits of mindfulness practice if you do it this way. And it's that whole thing where you're focusing in on the landscape, and you start to put yourself in that landscape, and you start to look around, imagine, like pretend you're kicking your feet in the water if there's water, or feeling the leaves, or if there's pictures of a mountain. Think about the air and breathing it in, and what does that feel like? The crispness, the coolness, the wind on your face. think about how maybe imagine that you're taking your shoes off and your socks off and your feet and your toes are interacting with the ground, right? It's a really sensory immersive type of meditation. And as we've been playing with this and using it, I mean, 5 minutes of this consistently is starting to show, at least from what we've observed so far, really bringing in those benefits of mindfulness practice. What are the benefits of mindfulness practice? Well, they're basically they're anti-aging. It helps reduce stress. It improves your health in every imaginable way. It's shown to improve your memory, your overall sense of well-being, your cognition, your language. I mean, everything. It heals the brain, it heals the body, it heals your life, right? So in addition to all the great benefits you get from passive brain fitness technology, bringing in and adding and stacking those benefits of mindfulness practice, at 5 to 7 minutes a day. Wow. I mean, I would encourage you to do it, right? And since these versions that I published here today, and I'm going to continue to do this, have the light frequencies, a lot of the stronger light frequencies anyway, stripped out of it. There's still stuff going on, very subtle. You can use them with anything, with any other program, any other protocol. Even in programs where I say don't use anything else, you can use these, because what's really necessary for you to take breaks and pardon me, take time for the energy and the frequencies to do it work really come from those light frequencies. So with those stripped out, you can use this mindfulness protocol, and you can use it anytime you want, as often as you want. All right, so that's all for today. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and again, reach out if there's anything you want to tell me. All right, bye for now.